Do you know what I'm doing on the bank holiday weekend?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to come and see these shows because I'm really excited about them. But
Well saved.
On Sunday, I'm going to visit a friend who lives on a boat, and he has just got in touch today to say that rather than cook it, they were going to cook dinner. But instead of cooking dinner, we're going to get in his canoe, row to somebody's house. There's a woman apparently who lives near him who cooks Thai food in her kitchen and serves it to you out of her kitchen window. And then you can sort of sit in her garden area and eat it.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait.
It's like a canoe through. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Front Room Podcast with me, Jack.
Hello, and me, Adam.
Hello, and me, Adam. And hello, you, listeners, and also viewers.
Viewers.
For the first time ever on the Front Room Podcast, you can see us.
Wow. That's exciting,
That's
isn't
very
it?
exciting.
There's no other way of seeing us, is there? Apart from via the means of this visual stream.
Yeah, I suppose not. We are here stuck inside YouTube.
We disappear when we're not on this screen.
Thank you to the 8 of you that are now listening and viewing us as well on YouTube. Adam, it's been another crazy couple of weeks here at Front Room. But before we delve into all of that, should we quickly divulge what's coming up on the podcast today?
What's coming up on this podcast, Jack? Well, we've got all sorts of things coming up on this podcast. We've got the exciting news that we've got to share, which you may have seen already, viewer/listener. We also are going to have a look at half term. Next week is half term, and the schools are on holiday.
Yes.
And so we've got plenty of things to do. We're going to give a little breakdown of that. We're going to talk about a piece of new theatre that's coming to Front Room next week that involves one of our very own local homegrown wonderful theatre makers.
Well, that is a perfect little appetizer you've given us there, Adam, I must say.
Thanks.
Well, hey, should we just delve straight into it?
Let's go, Jack.
Well, I suppose, there's just a small thing to kick us off this week of the fact that we are now Front Room, the multi-award winning fringe theatre venue.
Yes.
Emphasis on the multi.
Yes.
And award and winning.
It's a very exciting time, isn't it? We won our second award. Hence, multi-award winning.
That's following on from our small awards, Mission Possible Award, which we got a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And then yourself and Emma and Jessica attended a ceremony at the Clapham Grand in Clapham for the Fringe Theatre Awards, Adam.
It was the inaugural Fringe Theatre Awards, organised by a group of Fringe Theatre artists, musicians, composers. They've been in the industry a long time, and this was the first year that this awards was set up. And they had all the expected awards that you would have from a Fringe Theatre Awards. They had Best Performer, Best Production, Best Musical, blah blah, all of the sort of show related stuff. But they also had a category called the People's Choice, which was voted for by the people. Maybe you, one of the 8, were one of those people.
Thank you.
So somebody obviously put us forward for the People's Choice Award, which was amazing. Thank you, whoever did that. That's very kind of you. And there were 155 venues suggested for the People's Choice Awards. They whittled it down to 4.
My gosh.
We were one of the 4.
And who else was in the 4, Adam?
That's a test of my memory.
Well,
so
no, you could just say 3 big London venues. That's the headline there, isn't it?
Yeah. There was I do know 2 of them.
Yeah.
Glitch.
Yeah.
And Brick Lane Theatre.
And the Libra Cafe.
There
we go. Teamwork makes the dream work.
4 theatres were shortlisted for the People's Award, and we were the only venue. And I think most of the shows that were nominated for awards were all London-centric, London-based. We were the only venue not based in London.
Oh, come on.
So we got down from 155 to 4, and then we won the People's Choice Award for Fringe Theatre Best Accessibility.
Accessibility.
Which is lovely.
We won the first ever Fringe Theatre Award for accessibility.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool accolade to have.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, and I suppose out of the 4 categories, I think it was accessibility, facilities, food and drink, and most welcoming. And out of the 4, obviously all 4 of them we want to be aspiring to, but accessibility, I suppose, is the one that really hits the nail on the head for what we're trying to do here at Front Room. And that's why it makes winning this award really, really special for us.
Yeah, I think that's why we're all so proud of it, because I think accessibility, as a space, as a venue, we are accessible. We're logistically, we're all on one level. It's anybody can come and watch theatre here. We can move seats around. We can make it as easy as possible for anybody to come and sit and watch theatre. But also, I think the pay what you decide ticketing means that we're accessible in different ways as well. And so it feels like having this, having that recognised by this Fringe Theatre Awards is really, really special. And we're really, we're chuffed. Yeah.
And I suppose when you think about it, with the accessibility thing, it works on the other side of the coin as well. With not only are we accessible to audiences, but we're trying to make work accessible for artists, especially local artists.
Yes.
We're offering, good splits on ticket sales. We're offering artists the chance to platform new work. People coming to us with ideas for stuff, and we're trying to help facilitate stuff to happen as often as we can.
That's a very good point, Jack. We are, yeah.
I mean, even just last time on the podcast, I think Shoulda Woulda Coulda were in, which is a local company, and we gave them a residency for a week so they could start making a new show. Yep. So that's just one example of how we're trying to be accessible for artists.
There's another company, I think we mentioned them a couple of pods ago, who came in and did a week of R&D, and their show is now debuting at the Cheltenham Fringe Festival next Wednesday. The show's called Zoe. I'm going to go and watch it, which will be really nice.
Exciting
to see how that's developed. So you're right. It's not just about audiences. It's about making the whole space, the whole process of creating and presenting work, and also ideas or groups or community projects as accessible as possible. And so it's lovely to have that award. And also, it's just testament to everybody that puts all their time and effort into Front Room.
Fantastic. So thank you from everyone here at Front Room, from all of our community, our volunteers. Thank you to all of you who nominated us, and also thank you to the Fringe Theatre Awards for giving us this honour. So thank you.
Thanks, Fringe.
You guys had a lovely night out. I unfortunately wasn't there. I was on tour.
You were on tour.
I was backstage in Brighton mid show, and I did. This was bad practice as an actor, but a bit in between my bits, I was coming off stage and I was on my phone just making sure that had we won yet, trying to find out the news. Unfortunately, our funding can stretch to a helicopter to come and pick me up and take me to Clapham.
I reckon if now we've got 2 awards, we'll probably be able to stretch to a helicopter next time around if we are ever nominated again.
And if you knew anyone with a helicopter, get in touch to us. You can write an email at frontroomwsm@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Half term's coming up, Adam.
Half term is coming up. And who knows, maybe summer will arrive at some point before half term.
I should hope so.
Maybe.
What is this weather?
I don't know.
It's crazy, isn't it? But it's half term, and as always, we've got loads of fun crammed in there for all of the family.
Yep.
Starting off on Monday the 25th, Adam, we've got a double bill of family shows. Very special family shows. Yeah,
it feels like it's quite an exciting day on Monday. We've got a show at 11 o'clock, which is called The Thing About Goats. That's a puppetry show that is touring in the morning, but they are coming as part of a double bill. So basically, the guy who runs the company who are performing The Thing About Goats got in touch because he has a relationship with Argentinian puppeteer, so he's been over there and worked with her, and she's done a bit of mentoring with him, and he's like a big fan of her work, and she produces what is called lamb puppetry.
Lamb puppetry. So good they named it twice.
Which I didn't know a lot about until recently, but it's a show that is performed inside a container or a box, and it's generally for one audience member at a time. So one person will look inside the box or the container and they will watch the show that's happening inside, and the puppeteer will stand on the other side of the box and create and perform the show inside the box. And so the artist that we've got coming is called Gabriela Cespedes.
Congratulations. Well done.
I hope that's how you pronounce it. We did try and look it up. Cespedes. And she is coming with her show called Gatto Negro, which I think means black cat.
I would assume so.
I would say so.
Yeah.
And I've watched a bit. Well, I've watched the footage online that you can see. It looks amazing. It looks so beautiful. And so the idea is that in the morning at 11 a.m. we're going to have the thing about goats, and then from midday onwards until about 3:30, Gabriella will be here with her show set up, and it's a case of turn up and watch the show. We're not going to like sell tickets at certain times because only one person can watch it at a time, and it's about 2 minutes long. So if you turn up anytime between midday and 3:30, that show will be running, and she'll perform the show for individuals one at a time, for children and adults. And while that's happening, we're going to have other things like we'll have a newspaper puppet making workshop going on. So there'll be other stuff happening in the room. So if you come and someone else is watching the show, there'll be stuff for you to do while you wait to watch the show.
That's so cool. Where else in Weston-super-Mare or in North Somerset, or in fact the world, are you going to find that?
Nowhere.
Thanking you. Only at the multi-award-winning Front Room WSM, Weston's multi-award-winning fringe theatre venue.
That we forgot to say that. It was a really proud moment as well when they put up on the screen all of the nominees for the awards, and they did put Front Room in brackets Weston-super-Mare, just to make it clear that this was not a London theatre, and that was we were the only people that they did that for, which was cool.
So thank you for doing that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's Monday the 25th of May for a double bill, The Thing About Goats and Gato Negro. I'm going to try my best to be there because that sounds like a very, very exciting day of theatre.
I'm genuinely excited. It's going to be really cool. If you can come and experience, both shows, but come and experience the Lamb Lamb puppetry, I would highly recommend it.
100%. Well, moving swiftly on, because at the end of the week, on Saturday the 30th, we have another very exciting show called Take Flight coming in, which is like a little aerial show for babies, basically. So they're going to set up an aerial rig, which means they'll have a rig at height. They'll have silks suspended from the rig, and I guess it's sort of circus performance / theatre, and that show has been made specifically for 0 to 2 year olds. Great.
But obviously it's also a spectacle that anyone could enjoy. That's going to be on 3 times on Saturday, the 30th. And again, it's just really nice to have a real variety of work, especially work for families. There's the more traditional puppetry show, then we've got the small micro puppetry, and then we've got basically a piece of indoor circus on Saturday. So there's a real mix, and I think it's really great that we can offer that to families and to children to get to see a real mix of things, a mix of performative art, which is great.
It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hey, well done on that programming, mate.
Oh, it's nothing really. People just get in touch.
Love that. So that's half term. So there's a few fantastic opportunities for kids to get involved in some family fun, something to do, get the kids out of the house this half term. I also just realised I said the word fantastic, Adam, and I just want to take a pause on the podcast a second because I do need to address this. I was listening to last week's episode and some of the weeks before. Oh yeah. And I've noticed that in my lexicon, it would appear that I only know one adjective.
Fantastic.
And so I just want to apologise for not having a broad vocabulary, and I will try my best to make it even more betterer. All right.
What could a synonym for fantastic be?
All right.
We'll have to see how many we can get into the next one.
Yeah, we'll have a fantastic
that would be
ticker.
Fabulous, wouldn't it?
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Back to biz. Because this podcast is all about biz, Adam. Business, show business. And we've got something very exciting coming to Front Room the week after half time. Oh, no, sorry.
It's in the week. Yeah.
And this time next week. It's Glitch. On Thursday, the 28th of May.
Yes. Which I am very excited about because, and the reason we're going to mention this is because Glitch is something that's been set up by Uncaged Theatre, who I think are based in Bristol, but they have set up like a process where they invite young writers, young theatre makers to submit scripts. They then shortlist 4 of those scripts, and they then get young directors and actors in. They rehearse the scripts, so they're short scripts. I think they're like 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes long each. They rehearse the scripts, they perform the scripts, and then they're taking those 4 scripts, short scripts, on a mini tour.
It's great.
So I think they're starting in Bath at Birdall's Yard. They're going somewhere in Bristol,
Alma Tavern.
And then they're coming here, and they're going to Chippenham and Trowbridge as well.
Great.
And the reason it's so exciting is because it's a really good opportunity for young writers, directors, actors to be practicing the process of getting something ready for a stage performance.
Mm-hmm.
And what's even more exciting about this process...
What is it?
What is it, Jack? Well, unbelievably, one of Weston's very own, again, has been shortlisted and chosen as one of the scripts.
John Cleese.
He is a little further advanced in his career than perhaps they were looking for.
Oh, fair enough.
He did. I don't know. Maybe he did submit a script.
Maybe.
But purely on the age factor and the fact that he's got a little bit more experience, I think they put his aside.
And it's because he's a little bit too right wing now as well.
Well, yeah, that might have come into play. But so unfortunately, John didn't make the final cut.
Okay, fair enough.
But somebody else did.
Yeah.
And that person is Joe Brooks.
Joe Brooks.
Our very own Joe Brooks.
The Earl of Whirl himself, Joe Brooks.
Weston's very own Joe Brooks.
That's incredible. Well done, Joe.
And what's really nice about it is that the script that he wrote, Jack, is a script that came out of an idea that was part of the process of the R&D for Nudgement Day. Do you remember Nudgement Day?
I do remember because I was in that.
You were in it, Jack. When was that? That was 2 years ago now?
2024. Time and time ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, crikey.
I don't know if any of you saw Nudgement Day, but it was a really funny show about it was a political satire, wasn't it?
It was.
Where the government at the time decided that the best way to deal with seaside towns was to bulldoze them into the sea and flatten the land so they could build something else on the land.
More city.
Yeah, that was it, more city. The city could then expand into the seaside towns.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great show. But as part of that R&D, which means research and development, also played with different ideas, and one of them was, and I can say this because it's in the blurb I'm not ruining anything for anybody.
I should hope not.
But Joe's idea was, Jack,
God is dead.
God is dead.
That was one of the ideas we were workshopping before we got to the idea of bulldozing a seaside town, was that God is dead. God washes up dead on the beaches of Weston-super-Mare. I think that's the premise of this short script. Remember when he said he applied for this, because he didn't think he'd get it, and then he did get it. And he had to come and talk to all of us at Me Monster, the theatre company, saying, hey, I've used this idea for this thing. And I think he felt pretty bad about it. But we said, it's fine. Because it made our cutting room floor. And that's the thing about being like a collective of artists, we all have ownership of ideas and stuff.
And that's just reminded me how that idea came about, is because we were talking about the idea of something washing up that changed everybody's lives, I think. And we went through a list of what could wash up? Oh, some money, some treasure, an alien. And it basically escalated to the point where someone suggested, what about God? And that was you could go further probably. Yeah.
John Cleese.
The afterlife washing up on Weston Beach.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
If you've got any ideas for things that can be washed up on Weston's Beach, you can write to us at frontroomwsm@gmail.com.
Yeah, we'd love to hear them. Maybe they'll get turned into a script and end up touring the Southwest.
Maybe. Hey, fingers crossed. But that's coming in amongst a couple of others, short stories from young script writers. That's in Glitch. 4 comedies from a world on the blink. That's what it's called. Yeah. That's Thursday, the 28th of May, right here in Front Room.
I'm really excited about that because, like you just said, there's 4 short scripts, so you get to see 4 different things.
I'm very, very excited. Adam, we've come to the end of what we said we'd talk about. Have you got any?
There's nothing else on this sheet of paper. It's empty.
We've said it all. Been there, said that. I mean, I'm speechless now. I mean, we've got some flyers on the table there. Maybe we could hold some of those up.
I guess we could give a quick shout out to what's on this weekend.
Oh, yes.
So on Friday night we have 8, which is a comedy performed by a drag king. It's called it's a one-woman drag king musical parody about Henry VIII. That is, I've heard, very, very good.
I've also read in the copy that they do, as Henry VIII, they do some podcasting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that will never catch on.
No. I wonder if they've got double figures listeners.
Hey, I reckon Henry VIII without double figures listeners. I mean, he almost had double figure wives.
He almost did have double figure wives.
Yeah.
And but not quite. Speaking of double figures,
what?
This is coming up on Saturday night. Where's Wally with the L's conveniently changed for ones?
Double figures.
11.
Which means something, I'm sure.
And that is a comedy night showcasing disabled and neurodiverse comedians based in the Southwest.
That's very exciting. That's actually been organised by a chap called Tom C, who did Western Super Laugh a few months ago, and he's very, very, very funny. I really enjoyed his act. I think he's emceeing, he's hosting.
Oh, great.
I'm working that show. I'll be here. I'll be behind the bar. I'll be at the decks. So I'm going to be there. And maybe all of you should come along as well, because I think it's going to be a great night. Saturday night of bank holiday weekend.
Whoop, whoop.
So that's the sound of the comedy.
Do you know what I'm doing on the bank holiday weekend?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to come and see these shows because I'm really excited about them. But on Sunday, I'm going to visit a friend who lives on a boat, and he has just got in touch today to say that rather than cook it, they were going to cook dinner. But instead of cooking dinner, we're going to get in his canoe, row to somebody's house. There's a woman apparently who lives near him who cooks Thai food in her kitchen and serves it to you out of her kitchen window, and then you can sort of sit in her garden area and eat it.
Oh my gosh,
I can't wait.
It's like a canoe through.
A canoe through. Exactly.
Canoe through. Kentucky Fried Canoe.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in the country is it?
Near Salford, Bath. Near Bath.
Bath Fried.
Keynsham.
Well, I can't be bothered to think of an acronym.
Keynsham
Fried Chicken. Fried Canoe. Keynsham Food Canoes. KFC. Got there eventually.
Keynsham Food Canoes.
Gosh.
Yeah,
well, if you want to see some comedy that isn't that contrived and laboured, come and watch Where's Wally on Saturday, and 8, the one-woman drag king musical parody on Friday night here at Front Room. I think that's everything we've got to say, Adam.
Great. Well, Jack, listener, viewer, it has been a pleasure as always. As always.
Gosh, the wheels are coming off. Let's finish this. Adam, thank you so much.
Jack, thank you.
And thank you all at home. If you've enjoyed the podcast, please do consider dropping us a like, a follow, and a comment. Let us know if you've been watching and viewing and listening and all of that stuff. Have a great bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, enjoy the bank holiday.
We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Ciao for now. Bye.